Hiya guys, it's Spectre here. Welcome back to some more Total Warhammer 3. We were going to fight this battle last time. Yeah, he said I'm losing like fucking everything. And we all know that's a lot of bollocks. So I'll be fighting it and winning it with a lot less casualties. The weird thing is as well, in some cases as well, when it says it flashes red on a unit, that means the unit is completely wiped out. You fight a battle, a unit very rarely gets wiped out, unless it's unbreakable, or one of the units that decays. So like undead, demons, that sort of thing, which are essentially unbreakable anyway. They just dissolve away sort of thing. Units that have a normal morale and break and flee, they don't really get wiped out that often. Because when they break and flee, they just go off the edge of the map. And it's very, very rare to get completely wiped out. Unless they drop too low in entities for some reason. But that's usually like your cavalry, infantry. That can happen maybe, but again it's still very rare. And I'd say more so cavalry than infantry, because infantry are usually a lot larger units. And they've got to get them below like 10 entities for them to be completely wiped out. And it's not the easiest thing. And see, if you ever fight in this map, never ever attack from this direction. You've got to be some special kind of moron to attack from that direction. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Assure, warrior.
Right, actually, I'll put her this side. And same with this side here as well. This side makes a little bit more sense because of this capture point here. But it's still not that smart. When you're looking to go up the ramp here, or here, to get up to the main capture point. And then you've got this one here in the middle that covers a lot of stuff. You don't want to be fucking around with the back end of the map that there's nothing at. It's completely retarded location to attack from on this map. The only thing you might do, which I'm going to show you in a second, is if you've got something like my cavalry, for example.
Without fail. Northern Seaguard.
Your cavalry equip around, and obviously cavalry, you're not looking to generally charge headlong into the enemy. So your cavalry you can put there, and you can do two things with them. Same with the Phoenix on the other side, though I don't think they'll deploy anything for the Phoenix. I'd be extremely surprised if they do. In all honesty.
Heir of Anarian. Acknowledge. Lothern Seaguard. Very well.
So, what you do is with these other two units, because they're both fast as well, is you can use them as diversionary units to make them deploy some units out here that pulls them away from the main area if the AI goes for it. If they don't, no loss. And these two can get to the battle really quickly. And then, depending on if they deploy something there, what it is, you can try and take them on with the unit in question. Or you can just run round and drain your main flank. And if what they've deployed here is infantry, they'll take a lot longer to get back to the main line than your guys will. So your guys can run in much easier.
Spellcaster.
I've got a hex, okay. What's the hex do? Oh, that's all enemies in range. Oh, nice, okay. Right, okay. Right. They put kind of stupid again. And they put a load of forces up there in the main capture point, which is kind of weird. I don't want to get over reliant on range units, just obviously at the moment I've not got the exact army that I will be using. Well, there's bleak swords here, which is fine. These will take apart bleak swords. Bleak swords aren't good. If it were dread spears, I mean, they're still not going to do amazing against silver helms, but charging headfirst into spears is never an ideal scenario. Is that the only tower they've got? What else did they build? They've got to have built something else somewhere. They'd had more points than that, right? They built a barricade. Alright, okay, they're stupid. The Phoenix take out the tower.
Assia Mage.
Silver helm.
They'll stop moving? Oh, they lost the target. Okay. Let's not be stupid. Come on. What was that unit? Was it Shades? It's a normal unit of bowmen, right? Should be losing sight of them all.
Acknowledged.
My power is yours.
It will be done. By Alariel. As you say, for duty.
That tower's almost down, that's good. Right. We're going to ignore the middle, we're going to go this direction. Stick with them.
We will obey. Move. It shall be done. As you say. Lothen Seagard.
Ulfwan Mage.
Orders received.
Tower's down.
Understood. Sail! Without fail. Lothen Seagard. It will be done. Southern Sea Guard.
The fucker. What? Oh shit, did I click on the wrong ones?
Sinner!
Go chase them down, you moron.
Without fail. Tyrion! Loyal!
Lothern Seaguard! Ancestors!
Serve the king!
Attack! Make Ulthuan proud!
Ulfwan Mage.
Orders received, as you say. Seal!
Lothern
I
Seaguard!
love a god, they don't want to fuck off, do they?
Assyrian willing! Asa, attack! Heir of Anarian.
Acknowledged!
Understood. It shall be done. For order. Attack!
It shall be done!
It will be done.
Are these bleak swords not breaking?
Eurify!
Here. Well then, Seagull, where the fuck are you going? What's happening over here? Oh, it's Dread Spears, get them out. I don't want them to come up with Dread Spears. I can avoid it.
It will be done. For Lothern! We will obey. Understood.
There! Stop running backwards. What the fuck are they doing? Being right bunch of weirdos.
Assyrian guides us. Without fail.
Get up here, guys.
Asa, advance. For the king. Advance.
Just stand there, you plebs. You can kill something.
The Reaper.
So that should be, I think, like an automatic, like, response in the game to units. If a melee unit hasn't got a command and is being fired at by an enemy range unit, they chase down one of the enemy range units that's firing at them,
Onward. Apace.
Forward!
and suddenly they vanish. Of course they do.
Lothern Seaguard!
We advance. Moving out. Turn against us. As you
Right, can
say.
they stay inside this time?
Understood. We will obey. Orders received. Spearmen. To the fray.
Orders received! Asa attack!
It shall be done. Defender of Ulfwan.
Ready.
Understood.
Why is it they're very tired and exhausted?
Battle call.
My guys are exhausted.
As you say!
That make a lot of sense. Where's that unit of Rangers? My silver helms are here being shot at. They're there because they're in the same group as that, aren't they? Of course they are. And Tyrion's not in his group. Okay. You guys need to go back and help out the silver helms. You've now left them to die. Fucking imbeciles.
Pull back! Dark curse! It will be done. Immediately. Loyal. Asa, forward! For duty!
They managed to build that and they were on the other side of it to the cover, so the cover actually couldn't even get to them. All because those Rangers decided to fucking turn around and go up there.
Loyal! Can I be praised?
As you say, for Offwa! Servant of light! For my lady!
Pull back!
Draw back!
My god, the camera angles in this place are fucking annoying.
Orders received.
I mean, it might just be because we get the player debuffs, but whenever I've played
Moving
fucking
out by your command!
Dark Elves, I have never seen Bleak Swords or Dread Spears perform once. Ever.
Shield of the Ever Queen!
Order come!
Now, I might have still got a Ferric victory, but I didn't lose any units. At least I don't think so. I shouldn't have. And even then, that said I was going to lose like my entire army minus like 2 units. Something stupid. I may have lost a unit of Rangers. Maybe the Spearmen, I don't know. Even then, they're not units I'm keeping. They're just here temporarily. What I want to do is I want to get to White Lions. I want to get White Lions in before I move on to Swordmasters. If you can get enough money where you can afford Swordmasters straight away, you can jump straight to Swordmasters. You don't have to have White Lions then, but it's entirely your choice. In some cases you can take White Lions in place of Swordmasters. White Lions aren't a bad unit. No, I don't lose anything. And I'm going to be honest there, the bulk of the damage, probably done by their towers. And Tyrion just got his warhorse, and they're destroyed.
Champion of the Ever Queen.
Right, that's good, because we don't want that in the city anyway. It's going to take fucking ages to recover. We need to get a noble.
A servant.
Oh, I've got another point. Alright, there we go then. So the duration's longer than the cooldown? Oh my god. That's not bad. You're on Thunderbolts, don't get me wrong, it's normally pretty good. I normally go that way, but I'm not looking to keep this mage. I want to get rid of this mage as soon as I possibly can.
Servant of the king. Defender of Ulfwan.
Ooh. So you want this one ready while you're developing your province. Yeah, well, your everything, basically. Ignore that, take that off. Because I'll pay less for them. But yeah, you want that one while you're developing it for the growth and the construction cost reduction. But then you want that one after, for the most part. Because it's trade tariff faction wide, which is insane. And then income from more buildings in the area, in the province. That one only if you did have corruption problems, in all honesty. But this one, if you're recruiting, that extra recruitment rank doesn't hurt. Doesn't go amiss. But I wouldn't say you need to put it on that for like basic ash units that you're not keeping. That's more like switch to that if you're going to recruit some decent shit. So on that one on right now, because we want the growth and we want the reduction cost definitely. But we have got an orc guy here who could make a play. I need a noble, but I need one that's got a positive trait of some kind. Even one of these ones here. Just a positive trait. Just never get a negative trait. Ever. Just don't do it. It is not a good idea. You do not want a negative trait either on your hero or in the army. Like that one's minus 10% physical for him, so he's going to take 10% more damage. That one affects your entire army, which is never a good thing to have. So never, but I just never get any of these, don't. If you need to, you pay at least 10 influence and you get a positive one. There's no reason to get a negative trait hero. In fact, to be fair, there's no reason for negative trait heroes to even be in the game. See, you should just take them out. I don't know why they're in the game in the first place. I don't know who would recruit them. And in all honesty, to become a rank and file officer of the High Elves, while some of them are a bit arrogant sometimes and pompous, none of them are inherently bad. To become some sort of like noble frontline officer, you've got to have certain standards that the High Elves have, and they're pretty high standards. They don't let jackasses become officers. Give me that, actually.
The Druki, dark elves to the ignorant races, are an insidious threat, Prince Tyrion. Left unchecked, their cunning and malevolence will infiltrate High Elf society to its very core. Take steps to ensure this does not come to pass.
Because what I can do now is,
What orders?
I can get a fucking noble. So that's +2 control local province. He's trained, so he's got +5 melee attack and +5 charge bonus. We'll take that one. That'll actually benefit him in battles, which is where he's going to be.
What do you require? I have much to teach them. I am honored.
When it comes to recruiting lords as well, I might get Archmages of Shadow. Barrier +800, nice. She gets slippery, same as Skaven. Ooh. Tauschen 10% for spells, miscast base chance -10%. That's actually not bad. That one is Thinker. Thinker's more. I mean, the research rate can be used, yeah, but the hero action success chance. Why would you even have that on a Lord? Because they don't have success chances on a Lord. You'd think that'd be a trait for a hero only. Unless it applied to like heroes in the local area or something. It's kind of stupid. Because if I take an Archmage, then obviously I can still take a Noble and a Lawmaster. But if I'm not taking a Prince, I don't need a normal Mage. I can just take a Mage, an Archmage instead. Which means my Lord's not as combat able. But then the Swordmaster and the Noble both are. They can both handle single entities quite convincingly. And then I can get something else in there, like maybe another Phoenix. Could be a good idea.
Ever loyal.
Because spreading out that debuff could be quite good.
Shield of Alaria.
I can't get that yet, fucking kidding me. Let's get that for the control. Give me that. Get on both actually. Fuck it, we'll get on both.
Tyrion, heir of an Aryan.
Yeah, because he's there and he's there recruiting. We can take this off of who's else is he at war with? Because I'm sure he's at war with somebody else.
Let's hear it.
Sephiroth
Welcome
apparently
to
not
the
at war
court
with
of
anyone,
Ulthran.
which is kind of weird.
What is your request?
Alright.
Can I offer us? What would you have of the Phoenix King?
Guardian of speak your poison.
Is it war with me and your Altharian's there as well?
No glory, only service.
Alaria.
Well, we want to move here either way.
Your orders? I await your command. Greetings. The Phoenix Court will hear your words.
Military access. Yeah. You can always trait form if you want to later on with the High Elves. But unlike other races that just pay money to get a hero, and then you can disband if you don't like the trait, so you can try and get another hero in with the trait you do want, like I've been doing in my Grom campaign. I've been getting rid of the heroes with shit traits. I've been looking for disciplined, confident, or mushroom addicted for my heroes traits. You can trait form if you want to, but bear in mind the additional cost with High Elves is influence. That's shot straight up. Nice. That's good. Yeah, you want to max this out first. Only gives him additional 9 on him? Then again, 9 on 8, yeah, it's going to be 17 still, yeah. That makes sense. Motivation of high elves. Income from trade tariffs, income from entertainment buildings, plus 3% faction wide. Ooh. Income from ports, faction wide. Income from industry buildings, faction wide. So either way, you're going to get the trade tariffs, but then also a certain type of building. So one's industry, one's ports, and one's entertainment buildings. Now, what have we got out of those? Obviously, ports are on things that actually have a port. This is industry, which is your bigger earner. And if you can get your public order, you control to 100, but keeping it there's going to be a nightmare. But then again, you need to build this in every city. I think you can build, yeah, you can build up to tier 3 in towns. But obviously in some towns you're going to have a port. And you're definitely going to want walls all the time. And if you've got a luxury resource, you want that. That one actually gives control anyway. But if you haven't got a luxury resource like this one, then you're ideally going to want to go for that or that. Now that earns you more money because that's 300. But it could earn you 450 if you can get your control to 100. But like I've said, it's also important to have this in one town as well as this. Like Shrine of Asurian. What have I got there? I've got that in there now for the time being. I know we're going to need walls. And what's the landmark do? It's definitely worth taking. I mean, Angeriel has got a port and it's also got wine. And then I'm going to want walls. Tower of Lycian is having its walls at the moment. I could in theory build that here. But then again, I mean, saying that, I could just build both of those there. Make a difference. Could be having one that's going to give money and control, or one that's just going to give a lot more money. And elven trinkets. So you get a trade resource. Which is also why that's doubly good. Because you don't just get money, you get a tradable resource. Which you can get more and more of the more of those you build. And then, as opposed, Shrine of Asurian can be more for recruitment. Oh shit, now I need to build the fucking cavalry one as well though, bollocks. So if I have this, this and that, that'll give that a bloody strong garrison because it's going to have that as well as that. And that's going to be defending this. I don't need this indefinitely, I can get rid of it later on. I only need it really until I can get Phoenix Guard and afford them. Because it's just that you go into there for like your Rangers and your Silvering Guard later on. And you take Silvering Guard before you go into Phoenix Guard. Is the idea. So Tower Lycian, I would need to take the cavalry building. Because I will need silver helms for quite a while. And when you're taking silver helms as well, don't take the ones with the bigger charge bonus. Or the ones that have got the lance on the picture. Take the shielded ones with the sword. Because these are more your normal cavalry, even though it just says shot cavalry. Them ones when they get they charge into combat, and then they kind of don't do that well for some reason. Then again, actually, the stats are different on these, because there's this 34 melee attack and 32 melee defense, and there's this 34 melee attack with 24 melee defense. So they've got quite a bit less melee defense. Probably why then. So yeah, don't take the ones with the lancers. Take the ones with the shields and the sword, because then they've also got some protection against small arms from the front, small missiles from the front. They're just better. It's the same with us, with them Cold One Riders. Don't take the spear ones, take the others.
Protector of the Everqueen.
Right, they need to heal up. They need a Lawmaster, don't they? Yeah. They do.
Shield against the dark.
How much are the Rangers? 5, 4, 6. I'll get 2 more of those and we'll call it complete on them. But yeah, I need a Lawmaster.
Champion of the
And then I can save some influence for a Lawmaster that's got positive trait.
Tyrion.
I should get more between now and then though, to be fair. So yeah, once you're rolling though with the game, once you've got the buildings you need in your main province that you're going for, so like choose what you want in your armor before you decide to, build them basically, because you don't need everything. And you can't take everything, to be fair, until you've got like more province at least anyway, because there's not enough building slots. But then eventually you can sort these out to basically having these 2 buildings, so you're focusing on money. Obviously, if there's a port there, then you're taking walls and you're taking one of these. If there's luxury resource there, you're taking luxury resource in most cases, one of these and then walls. If you have like Angerial has, where it's got both a port and a luxury resource, you're taking both of those and then walls. Is how you want to work it. Obviously, take growth temporarily always to make sure you get the province growing faster. Then switch it out as you need, but you won't need these later on, because these will get outstripped a little bit, and these definitely will, so you won't need them unless you're building like conventional elf armies, like ranged armies. But I'm showing you another way you can play the high elves here, because the high elves do have decent melee units. You've just got to know how to build and what to build into them. Like normally I would have nobles as scouts, because I would build ranged armies, and I would have a handmaiden in there for the replenishment instead. But you always want a replenishment hero in an army, if you can get one. Always. Don't let anyone tell you different. Because being able to heal in 1 turn as opposed to 3 turns, that saves you 2 turns, where you can be a bit more aggressive. And if you do take some damage, not the end of the world.
Servant of the king.
Right. Yeah. Send this and see what they're going to do, if anything. She ruined it? She raised it? Why? Occupy it, you goon. I can see Noctis at some point being a pain in my ass.
I will hear your words, but I make no promises of them.
He's at war with who? Tyrion, which is these, isn't it? This is Lyrian here, isn't it? No. And 200 is not really a lot of money anyway. Defensive alliances I'm normally okay with, but taking them really early on can also be a bad idea. Because they get war declared upon them by a lot of factions, you get pulled into them. Normally defensive alliances are okay, but do it if they've got at least some strength. Like example there, Avon just declared war on Safari.
It shall be done.
Right, he's come back. What's he got in there? He's got 8.
My journey begins. Lie in wait.
Right, okay. I'm going to look to move on those. But I'll do that next time. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like. If you're new around here, drop a subscription. Help grow the channel, it's free. And I'll be continuing Tyrion in part 3. Take care everyone. Have a great day.